We are conditioned to display our most valuable assets. People instinctively wear their wealth, status, and beauty on their sleeves, expecting these traits to command respect. But when that display is purely superficial, it shatters the moment it's challenged. Wisdom operates under a completely different set of social rules. While wealth is a status symbol, profound knowledge is often perceived as a threat. Because of this, those who possess the most insight are usually the most careful to hide it. A highly perceptive mind functions as a lens. It pierces right through the comfortable illusions, deceptions, and superficial distractions that most people rely on to feel secure. Because intellect strips away these comforting social masks, openly displaying your discernment rarely earns you admiration. Instead, it makes you a target for those who prefer the illusion. The 19th century philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer realized that human vanity is a volatile force. Demonstrating high-level discernment forces others to confront the limits of their understanding. It serves as a silent reproach. Wounding someone's intellectual vanity instantly awakens feelings of inferiority. This resentment is almost impossible to soothe, as people rarely forgive the person who made them feel small. Schopenhauer summarized this trap with cold precision. Intellectual superiority offends by its very existence, without any desire to do so. If revealing wisdom is so dangerous, how do the world's greatest thinkers navigate a society that is biologically wired to resent them? Friedrich Nietzsche argued that every profound spirit needs a mask. He believed that foolishness itself could be a protective layer for the wise. This strategy doesn't require acting stupidly or making reckless mistakes. Instead, it involves carefully downplaying your insight and allowing others to believe you are less perceptive than you actually are. Wearing a mask of mediocrity is highly effective because it aligns with the average baseline of the majority. It arouses no suspicion and allows the wise to move through the world unnoticed. The superior mind adopts this disguise out of necessity. It is an act of self-preservation and, occasionally, a form of kindness intended to protect the fragile egos of others. This tactical silence is especially vital in modern institutions, where your progress often depends on the cooperation of those in power. Jeffrey Peffer's research at Stanford shows that raw job performance is rarely the primary driver of career advancement. Instead, success is dictated by your likability and how well you manage your relationship with your superiors. True likability in a hierarchy often involves flattering the egos of leaders. You must make them feel as if you value their superior guidance, even when you have already seen the path forward yourself. Openly outshining the person who oversees your advancement is a strategic error. It triggers their deepest insecurities and turns an essential supporter into an active obstacle. To ascend the heights of power, you must ensure your masters feel comfortably brilliant. As Balthazar Gracian wrote, superiority has always been detested, especially by our superiors. Why would a truly self-sufficient person, someone who needs no favors or promotions, still choose to play the fool? The origin of this mindset lies with Socrates. When the oracle at Delphi declared that no man was wiser than him, Socrates was genuinely confused, believing he had no special wisdom at all. He began cross-examining the most respected minds in Athens, politicians, poets, and experts, to see if their reputations for brilliance were earned. He discovered that beneath their supposed expertise lay nothing but unexamined assumptions and contradictions. They believed they were wise, but they were actually lost in their own confusion. Socrates realized he was only deemed wise because he was conscious of his own ignorance. While others mistook their opinions for truth, he alone knew that he knew nothing. This realization reframes playing the fool as a vital daily exercise in humility. A moment of wonder. Against the unanswerable mysteries of life and death, even the greatest human intellect is trivial. In the presence of the infinite, we are all equally ignorant. You feign ignorance to navigate the ego-driven hostility of society, but you embrace your own ignorance to stay open to the actual truth of reality. Wisdom begins with the recognition of our own limitations. As Shakespeare observed, "The fool doth think he is wise, but the wise man knows himself to be a fool."